Oh, oh, alrighty, everyone. Here we are. We are going to get right into the news. And yeah. Alrighty, folks. Here we are. We are going to most definitely continue this illustration. And well, let me just quickly send out the information that I'm currently live all around the thing. Here we are, back and ready to continue drawing Mio hashtag live. Okay. Okay. Let's copy this, post it on Blue Sky. Let's just copy the text of links, post it on Twitter. Let's get to our Discord server. Let's post it here, 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 and here. Alrighty, and yeah, I guess we are at the point where we're going to be slowly finishing it. I do plan to finish this today. So many places. Yeah, so many places, exactly. And on the last stream, I've actually pointed out a couple places that I did that I do mean to change a little, considering the shading, and we're just going to exactly do that thing. Because just, some, just some colors don't really... some places just doesn't really work. I'm going to, of course, remake some of the shadows to make them fit, everything else, but whatever shouldn't be fitting, then the lines are shaky lately. Yeah, they are. But I believe that it's because of the psychological. I do believe I do believe that it's because of the psychological thing. There you go. Maybe because I used to have episodes like that already in the past, and I know that's actually because of the way too big amount of stress. And well, first of all, I've had way too much stress with the client that we've said our goodbyes with. So, yeah. So yeah. Man, I can. Shaking in anger during chill stream. It's not because of the anger. I'm chilling, right? I'm chilling and I'm not angry, right? I'm happy. I've talked a little bit with my lovely girlfriend, right? But the issue is that because of the stress, my hands are like shaking on their own. I don't have control over it. But it's not because of being angry or anything like that. It's just I've accumulated so much stress that my hands are shaking on their own. We have a word for it, but I'm not sure how to translate it to English. Give me a second. We'll see if it's actually neurosis. That's the translation to English. It's neurosis. So basically, like, you know, it's not only because of the anger, but it's mostly caused by the stress, and it's like, you know, making you be constantly in like fight or flight, giving you panic attacks, anxiety, and this kind of stuff, basically. So like, you can say that I'm so anxious that my hands are constantly shaking, and that's the thing. That's why I need to like really chill out and relax. And hopefully I'll be able to. Well, now without that stupid project, I don't have to like pick up phones or anything like that, so I can finally relax and take a couple deep breaths, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. That's why I hate my job, and that's why I've talked so much about dropping it, because I know that this job is slowly killing me. It's straight up shaving years off of my life, purely by the amount of stress I'm experiencing in it. Like, it was even reaching to the point where I've been having like, you know, like I was getting like panic attacks or something like that. Like I couldn't even catch breath because like it felt like I was breathing in a bunch of needles, you know? And my heart was like feeling like it's about to jump out of my chest, and also like, you know, hurting like freaking pin needles. So yeah. But it is, you know, just for me to chill and forget about the work, but guess I'm just letting all of you, you know, just letting all of you into like, you know, my like work life, I guess, a little bit. I was wondering if my technique is bad. Yeah. Then what? I'm dragging the first point of my pinky on the drawing pad. Well, I do it the same way for traction control. Yeah, I do the same thing. Always have been. And many people are doing this. To be fair, I've never seen an artist drawing differently. I doubt it's wrong technique. People say to not touch the pad, only with the pen. How are you supposed to do that? It's like impossible to control it properly. Like, I've never seen actually an artist doing it differently than actually keeping the hand on it. That's why you've got the gloves. Like, they say not to like touch with bare skin, maybe. I can do that, but I get shaky that way. Yeah, because the control is bad. It's impossible to control your pen this way. Who taught you this? It's one of those idiotic dumbasses that think they can, like, say some, like, absurd crap and other short lines, yeah. Like, I bet it was one of those, you know, dumbasses who think they can, like, give people whatever advice that comes to their brain, but they don't really think if it's actually good or not. Or they're giving people, like, wrong advices, you know, randomly. Just to mess with them. I've literally never seen an artist not, like, holding their arm over the tablet. Don't worry. And I've seen many people drawing, and I'm talking even about, like, professionals. It's like with paper. It's not like you're holding your arm, like, above the paper or something. You have to keep it on it. To hold up my hand from the paper. But that's... well, that's bizarre. Also never seen anyone doing that before. You might be the first person. No, a bunch of pencil is enough traction control. Maybe. I do it because otherwise there's so much stuff under my hand. That's why you want to draw from to the opposite side. So, like, I'm left-handed, so I'm drawing from right to left. And right-handed people would draw from left to right. Because then you're not smudging things. Never heard about it. What? Bruh. Imagine. I usually do top to bottom, but still. I mean, the thing is, like, you can kind of do this, but you need to keep your artwork on elevation to do it properly. That can work. It's not going to work with digital. I don't think so. Because you kinda can, but it's like mostly used for sketching. Usually artists are actually dragging their hand over the thing. Usually, yeah. Also with pencil, I never draw with elbow or shoulder, doing everything with wrist and fingers. Well, that depends on the size of your canvas. If it's just A4, you're most likely not going to use the thing. If it's genuinely, yeah, A4 is then, like, you have nothing to worry about. When you're drawing on a bigger sizes, like B4, you know. B4 is already big enough, or A3, where you usually should keep it on elevation, and you're using a sharpened pencil and you're using your entire like arm to actually sketch on it, because otherwise it's too huge for you to keep traction of the perspective, because you're going to draw things way too wide to like our thing, you know? You're going to draw things way too wide when going to you, because you won't be able to reach properly to the end of the paper. When it's A4 or A5 size, it's actually easier to draw this way. That's why you can like, you're making just like wrist only movements, or fingers, moving fingers to do the lines. It's because you don't need to make like that long lines. When you're upgrading to bigger sizes, then you have to make longer lines, which kind of forces you to use your elbow or shoulder. It's like natural thing going on. Ever drawn proper canvas only in school notebook or printer paper? Yeah. I mean, canvas is not necessarily... Canvas is a medium. It's not like, oh, it is going to be a canvas. No. Even printer paper is turned into canvas when you're drawing on it. It's just like a medium that you draw on. I mean, bigger one. Oh, okay. I thought you mean like, you know, like the canvas like for paintings. But calling it a proper one is also kind of wrong. There's no such thing as proper thing, as a proper canvas. Anything can be turned into canvas. Yeah, the material. So like, everything can be turned into canvas, so calling it like proper canvas is, you know, kind of twisted. People's face can become a canvas if they sleep deep enough, you know? Oh my. Yeah. I don't know why, but whenever I hear canvas, I'm reminded of my friend like playing me something from his university, because they were like recording. He was recording his teacher, right, during online classes, and they're like, well, Canva, what is a Canva? And he like asked the students like, hey, does anyone know what a Canva is? And there was like silence, and he was like, clear Canva, and he clicked it and he cleared out the like everything he wrote on the thing, because he was using like one of those e-boards, right? So he was drawing on, you know, on the board, but it was like electronic, and when he clicked clear Canva, he cleared the canvas, right? So basically everything he wrote, everything he drew there was like, you know, deleted. And the moment he clicked this and it started like deleting everything, the dude was like, Canva is the thing you drew on. Everything disappears. And the teacher is like, couldn't you tell me earlier before I clicked the button? Oh my. I don't know, it's so funny for me. Oh boy. To be fair, I've been thinking what should I do with the with the gaming channel. I'm having like very few not that much time recently, especially recently, but I guess it's going to be fixed now, considering that we don't have that irritating project. So I might actually just need to like get back to the flow, as I know that there's no one going to try to like call me or send me messages. You know, I'll be able to just ignore everything and chill after work. Um, I can still do perfect circles. Hmm. Can you? Only clockwise, I see. Pull up. Oh. There. I don't know what happened, but yeah. Mm-hmm. More artists do counterclockwise. I think clockwise too. But maybe it's because I'm left-handed, you know? Okay, that looks better. We've fixed it. We've fixed the white elements. I can ambidextrous, but using my right. To be fair, I was also like forced to be ambidextrous. For those who don't know, there was a stigma against left-handed people, and basically everyone that was left-handed was actually forced to learn how to use their right hand. And like I can like I'm going to like wait, I'm going to use my left hand first, and like I'm using my right hand now. It's really wonky. Here our elementary teacher said there are no left-handers. Yeah, for me it was my grandma. My grandma actually was forcing me to be righty instead of lefty, even though like it just came naturally. I just naturally like evolved. I was naturally born to be lefty. Like I've never really like naturally I just started like reaching out with my left hand first. And like, you know, doctors were like, oh, he's going to be lefty and such. And like, you know, I've started like trying to eat with, you know, like I was trying to use like fork or a spoon with my left hand, but my grandma was like always like, you know, taking the things out of my hand and like forcing them into my right hand because that's the proper way. For fine stuff, right is better, probably because the precise, but I should and do new things better with left. I see. Yeah, it makes sense, you know. Precise? Yes. Probably more precise, yeah. Probably that might be a better word to use, or a quote-unquote proper word, whatever. So to be fair, we're at 5 out of 7 streams. road practice. Wait, the probably because the practice. Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't read today. Also, I've got some stuff. I've actually tried the Pepsi cream soda flavored. And I have to say, it doesn't taste at all like a freaking... Yeah. It doesn't taste at all like a freaking Pepsi. Oh, fuck, your packet's still here? To be fair, like, I was like, shoot, when is it going to, like, arrive? Because recently, like, we've had a lot of situations where we had to, like, go and we weren't at home and, like, holy crap, what's going to happen if it's not going to, like, you will get it by the end of the year, I swear. Oh my, like, you know, so yeah, I wanted to ask, but like, I didn't want it to come out like rude or something, like, you know. But alright, that's a good promise. Well, it's nice that you've already got me a Christmas present. How well they arrive. They actually hold up like really darn good. There are no beating ups or anything like that. They're like in perfect conditions. Actually, it's me that's unpacking them like really badly. And they're like creeping, but last box I've actually repurposed. It was so well preserved. Should I dare to put in some fragile stuff? Try. Try, let's see. Let's see. Well, you can always try to, like, wrap them in some newspaper or something if you have any on you. Yeah, they were pretty much in a good mint condition. So I ain't worrying. I have bubble wrap some. Well, actually, hey, that's pretty good. Also, I want to get something else, but speak about that in 1v1. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm now going to use black to shade the thing. The tail's gonna be like this. And that area. And now this area is gonna be like this. It's gonna go like this. Like this. You know, fixing is always a bit of a pain in the neck, but I can see by how I'm shading the black element that's actually... today is my day. You know? It just looks way better. I'm more happy with this one. But I guess I'm more talkative today too. So finally weekend, eh? I'm thinking about trying to pull an all-nighter. I'm really thinking about that, like, you know, to celebrate finally that I don't have to worry about nothing. That's why I've got a bunch of, you know, monster energies. I've got like 3 different ones. And a bunch of soda, you know. Since they also have caffeine, but on lower amount, maybe I'm going to down a monster and go for like Dr. Pepper or something. And this, maybe? Huh. Yeah. So like, I have to watch out to make sure that it's not going to be like pure black and just darkening it. So I have to like take care of how many times I'm going over it. Although I figured out one thing, too long to explain. Should I send you the whole story? Too long to explain. Yeah, I mean you can, yeah. Depends what's easier for you to communicate. I, you know what? I don't know about this one here. Hmm. Also, so many people are playing that Arc Knights game with the freaking factory. Oh. Ah. Hmm. Hmm. Uh. Huh. Okay, I guess that works. Yeah, I need to delete that line art here. And now I can work it out a bit better. Because this kind of needs to be now, you know, a bit different wavelength, I guess. Um, 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 okay, and here we are, and yeah, let's do it like this. That makes much more sense, I suppose. Alrighty. And I'm like, yeah. I guess that's going to... Okay, that works. The shoes are going to be pain in the ass, actually. That's for sure. Because the shoes are going to be reflective material. Okay. As the thought behind, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what sucks? Actually, that for example, like, I can't really send packages via post office. Only like international couriers are taking up now stuff for America, unfortunately. Unless I'll ask if they are finally taking it up. Actually, I need to ask if there's an update on this, because like, you know, last time I've tried to send like something to US, it got like, nah, nah. Mhm. But you doing it regularly? Yeah, I wanted to, but like the last package I've tried to send was like, but I would definitely like send the package. And I would keep on doing this whenever I would be having occasion, but I need to first like ask at the postal office if they're like finally open for transfers to US. I am literally going to tell them like I'm actually willing to pay you more to cover like the transfers. Just get my package there, like please, for God's sake. Like I'm sending the things, I'm covering the, you know, all the like tariffs and payments, you know, like the customs for the items I'm sending. Like like I don't understand why they are doing this. What's the hold up on that? I wonder if UPS is better. I know that for sure FedEx is sending packages. I need to calculate stuff and, you know, figure out how to send things. We don't have FedEx here. Oof. But I believe anything that also works in that has a branch in US is going to work most likely. Like for example, DHL that I know doesn't really do this. In theory, I could try with 4PL, but like I don't trust that. UPS, GLS, DHL, and small EU carriers. Oh, yikes! But I imagine if we would like deliver things to America, especially to a certain point, or like ask one of our drivers for a favor. They've been doing that already, by the way. Like sending stuff via others. They do it with long distance transit buses here. I mean, you know, when we have drivers that are going to a certain country and they'll happen to be like, let's say 20-minute drive from like someone's house. They're like, I'm like, ayo, buddy, I've heard that you're going to be there. I've got a family in this place. They are going to drive somewhere. If you could like pause at this point, put food in bag and pay some pocket money to the driver to put it in the luggage department. It's actually cool. Almost free post. Oh my. I like 2-5 beyond. Huh. That's clever. Isn't that a packet, like a price for the ticket? Huh. For us, to be fair, we don't really have much options. To be fair. Yeah, I'll need to check prices to make shipments to US. And when I was there, the trains were so cool. This made me remember trains. Now I think it's like 20-30 p.m. on Twitch. It had a lag. Yeah, now I've noticed. Like, Zam. Hmm. She's had post wagons and first and second class, and cabin wagons and dining wagons and bicycle carrier wagons and other cool stuff. Holy! That's crazy though. Wow. Really crazy. It's just one long open space caterpillar with uncomfortable seats. I see. I don't think I remember times where our trains were like this. I don't think our trains were ever like that. Eh. Eh. Okay, 3 messages lost. What's going on today? Is Spain having a freaking football match today? So we had really cool trains. Yeah. And we didn't. Well, probably in the older days, our trains had way different destinations to. But okay, I'm not going to make jokes like this on stream. The postcards were the property of the National Post and less postmen hanging around. Huh. I mean, you know, probably to protect the stuff. And had some ladies going around with cars selling tea, coffee, sweet sandwiches, etc. like in freaking Harry Potter. Let's go. Wingardium Leviosa. That's crazy though. But wouldn't it be like necessary for actually long distance traveling? For us, it's not really going on for long distances. Like, probably the longest drive with a train is like 4 hours, 5 hours. And that's like from one side of the Poland to the other side of the Poland. It wasn't that long distance. It's more like the trains were luxurious and slow. Oh, okay. To be fair, we can go to Czechia with a freaking... Yeah, we can actually go to Czechia with a freaking train. For 4-hour train, we have to go to the other side of the country. Yeah, that's, you know, that's what was going on here too. Like, that's the thing, and I still don't think I would get a snack from it. Direct trains to Berlin and Vienna. I think we would also have it. Yeah, we do have, well, we used to have, that's for sure. I don't know what happened that we don't have them anymore. I answer them too. My, it's a white Zega. Hi Gubus, gotowy here, how are you? Hope has gone. Zeg. Oh my. What would be your freaking moveset, Zega? Davis, do you have a spare Pokeball? Confusion. Oh my. No, sorry, mate. I've used my last Master Ball to catch the PG. Oh my. Actually, fun fact, Master Balls were mostly not to catch Mewtwo, even though it was really darn difficult, but actually to catch one of the legendary dogs. Because only the legendary dogs are capable to like run randomly. For Mewtwo, you can actually get into the thing and capture him. Heck, you can even do that with a freaking normal Pokeball. Because Mewtwo doesn't really have that difficult catch rate. It's the legendary dogs that have the really difficult catch rate. That's why the Master Ball was made. Because they not only have very difficult catch rate, but they also have this thing that you can like see them once and like once only. And if you enter the battle with them, they're going to growl at you immediately and you're going to be thrown out of the battle. And that's it, you're losing the encounter. Rock Throw Rest. Nah, that won't... Oh. Your moveset, okay. Mine is Confusion, Struggle, and that thing that does a random move. Metronome. Yeah. Don't want to say hard. Yeah. I don't know, I really like fire, so mine probably would be like around it. Bro, I don't even smoke and I've got like 5 lighters right next to me right now. Struggle. Mine would be like Scary Face. Probably like Fire Blast or something like this. Doodle, yeah, Doodle. And probably Thrash or Seismic Toss. I had to learn Fly, bro. Why does it smell like tetrahydrothiophane here? Damn. That's weird. That's weird. I wanted to be a fighter pilot, but my eyes are... Oh no. Present, Poison, Sting, Sonic Boom, Dragon Rage, there are the top 4 worst Pokemon moves on Google. So probably this. I wouldn't say so. So like... Present is giving you... random damage scaling. So you can deal random damage, I think it's fixed. And you have a chance to heal also fixed amount of HP to the enemy. Poison Sting, that's like a good chance to poison. It's a good early game move. Sonic Boom, it's good. Like with Sonic Boom, you can actually beat like most of the game right away because you don't really meet Pokemons that have more than 50 HP, right? Was it 50? I think it was 50. You don't meet Pokemons that have 50 and over, or 50 or more HP. Dragon Rage scales with each time you use the move. It's also really good. I don't know why it says that those are bad moves. Besides present, those are really good moves. Like, actually, Dragon Rage is on some of the builds that you want to get. Same for Sonic Boom, I think. For Sonic Boom, well, it's actually really good to catch Pokemons later on too. Same with Swift. And Swift also has the move priority, so you can actually do a lot of good with it. Isn't Poison Sting Kakuna one of the OP ones? Yep. Yeah. Weedle has it. Weedle has it. Oh, like OP ones? No. There's a drill something move that actually Ryorn and Beedrill can learn, and those are one-hit KO moves, which surprisingly can get like really high accuracy if you play it right and build the Pokemon well enough. So you can actually get like a tank or a rather glass cannon that can obliterate everything with one move, basically. So that can happen. It's okay, but remember bringing the Poison Sting Kakuna versus Dragons? I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad move. It's really OP. Because you can, like, poison them right away. And poison scales really well. Because it's dealing percentile HP. Depending on... But can defend well against physical. Yeah. But like, yeah, so basically the move scales with HP, so basically you're losing a certain percentile of HP if I remember correctly. It was either poison or burn that was actually that sounds to be attrition battles. I see. I mean, at some point I've made on Pokemon Showdown a pure fire team. I was thinking about going back to it. Like making, you know, a new fire team. You know? Considering that more Pokemons now have a bit better case. Nidoqueen was good for that role too, but was weak versus, for example, Hitmonlee. Live news, Davis folded by local water gym leader. Nah, fam. You would be shocked how OP my pure fire team was. Lantern with energy ball obliterating every single water Pokemon. More or less. Like, I'm telling you, Lantern with energy ball was unbeatable. And not only that, the thing was that you were starting with Torkoal and you were throwing like Poison Barb, Sharp Rocks, and then switching to, well, yeah, I guess just Poison Barbs at first, because then they were changing the Pokemons usually. And basically, when that was happening, you were switching to Lantern and shooting energy ball at it, or just starting with, you know, with a lantern and just holding energy ball right away. There are several tactics for it because the Pokemons are so OP, you know? And I'm telling you, like, well-made thing. Or switching some for TMs. Yeah. 6 strong Gengars with weird movesets, yeah. But like going with, well, actually, I think there are no much better poison Pokemons, but Nidoqueen or Nidoking still really good, especially with like, you know, Earthquake and such. That was really darn good, you know? Actually, give me a second. I need to take a break. Be right back. Yeah, give me a second. I'll be back in a short minute. Hi. So sorry. So sorry. Oh my. Hi, I'm sorry, can't really read kanji. Well, hi, hope you're right. How's it going? I think this is the first dance round, so hope you find a coffee corner here. But yeah. Oh my. I just had to, had to go for a second. Good. Good to hear. So we're, slowly progressing with everything, so we're, I'm happy with this one. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Just this. But yeah, since this is, as I think, the first night round, if since this is the first time I see you around, then I hope you'll find a coffee corner here. And yeah, oh my. Actually, I've had a really good reference for this. Yep. Next message getting lost. Bruh. Where is Mutom? She was asked to take her around to a store, or well, a couple places actually, as far as I know. But yeah. Now, why is she sending gifts? I don't know. Well, then you can ask her about it. Maybe maybe she's just around and like capable to send some gifts, but she's not capable to join the stream, you know what I'm saying? Not to worry, yeah. Wrong chat. Oh my. The name! Please do tell me, folks. Maybe we could continue the chat about your favorite VTuber. Do you have any Oshi from Hololive, maybe? I'm actually more compelled. Well, for me it's very difficult to really work around with things like how to say this? With things like how to say this? So basically I don't really watch streams. Things like words, yes, exactly, things like words. I don't watch streams, so for me more important is how someone's design looks like, and I'm more compelled by the design than actually their personality. But usually I've noticed that VTubers who got like really good models have for some reason like really good personality, like Mio for example, or Raora, or Crony, you know? And I've noticed that they have very fitting designs to their personalities. I'm not sure how far. I don't think they're like I don't think they're playing their characters. I think it died out at some point, you know, when people stopped doing this. Because, you know, it was just like, you know, meh. Just, there was only a handful of people that were like, oh, my immersion and such, but like, majority of people that were watching VTubers were like, that's, you know, that's kind of cringe. Because most of the VTubers are like, oh, I'm a god, or something like that. Well, for example, my design, right? So yeah, um, I'm probably going to try to sit down this weekend and finish all of the commissions that I have left, and I've got a bunch of them actually still. It kind of sucks. It's very difficult to really. It was very difficult to really do anything this week and last week. So yeah. And hey, we will see. Maybe I'll try to make some more things. Maybe rest into a game or something like that. Um, I'm wondering because like I don't know really what to play as a first game, you know? Because I want to have the channel wiped and start off with a game. Um, well, like playing the games only once a week, it's like very difficult, really to, well, very difficult. It's like, meh. Because this channel is not going to have much stuff going on. And I've got some ideas, like for example, I would want to play Lego games. I love those. And yes, that comes from the mouth of a 26-year-old guy. But I love Lego games. They're really cool. Well, the humor, it's obviously like childish, right? Because those are usually made for kids, but I like the idea of those games, you know? Like replayability, that you can go back to certain areas, you know, to the levels, to 100% the game, how easy to 100% those games are, or how much logic sometimes it takes. Like seriously, sometimes like at times back in the days, I needed like I need some tutorials to figure it out, and I wasn't even that old, you know. 8? 8? What do you mean 8? Oops. What? Wanted to set brush size. Oh my. Oh. You're drawing? Will I be able to see what you're drawing? I'm highly interested. There. Okay. Perfect circle. Dear Lord. It's a big eggy on the left side. Yeah. But it's good. Beat. Mm-hmm. It's alright though. It's alright. No need to worry. Switch to the harder. Switch to the harder to use brush. Mm-hmm. $10,000 to Gryffindor. Screw you. Screw you, Slytherin. 10,000 points to the Gryffindor. And all because like they've tried to win fair and square and still lost to Gryffindor because they're the favorites. Hi Skylar, good to have you here. How are you? Hoping it's going. How are ya? Oh my. I've always been here. It was just a couple hours of a break. Where I, between the last stream. I'm always streaming. This week we have a really good streak of 5 out of 5 streams. I want to really keep it. We'll see. I think that works. I still can't watch Iron Lung. I really want to though. I really want to watch Iron Lung. Yeah, I'm just, you know, kind of preparing for the weekend. So I'm going to watch the Akamega Kill. I'm going to come back to this anime after such a long time since I've watched it. And I've watched only half of it, so we'll see. I do hope that it's going to be alright. You know, the anime was getting a lot of hate back in the days for killing off characters so easily. But I guess, you know, people weren't expecting this, and Game of Thrones kind of showed them that, hey, actually... But people are still getting like a lot, you know, people still really like this anime. Right? We're taking this and making more orangey color. I'm actually going to mark it. I'm going to make a new layer, fill in, and I'm going to keep it clipped, and I'm going to use this liquify tool with the pushing effect. Actually, it's not really that difficult to make this effect, you know? It's just generally going to like portray the fact that it's just a liquid. Right? I'm going to make a selection again. That's going to be probably the easiest way. And now I'm going to use darker shade. And go on top of it, I think. Yep. But I guess I'm going to do kind of the same thing here, but just with a normal brush, I suppose. Let's see, how does it look like? No. Why it cannot look like a normal thing? Why is it? Okay, whatever. Right, let's maybe try it again, but like this. It's difficult to make like running liquids, you know what I mean? And probably now the last bit of it all. I'm going to actually take this, make it even brighter. Made a masterpiece. Let me like golly. You're drawing Pokemons from memory. That actually reminds me, like I'm still waiting for info from Izu when she's going to be available. Kinda. Mm-hmm. Look more sleep deprived. You think? Mm. Maybe on this one overlay. And then this one multiply. I also wanted to do a Voltorb first. What made you change this? What made you change the you know, the thing? Had the eyes and the ball. Yeah, and that's literally, you know, Voltorb. And in a mouth and it looked like a ghastly. Oh. But Voltorb doesn't have mouth and it has more mean eyes. Yeah, Progressive looks disappointed or something. Oh my. I don't know how to make the freaking liquids. At least the running liquids, because they are not like, you know, in straight thing. They're not in straight line. They can be a straight line. Depends on the tea. How it can depend on the tea, I see. I guess I'm just going to shade it and that's it. Nothing else to it. The droplets are just going to get like a proper treatment, you know? Wait, actually? Hold on. V. Okay. Seen a video where the Japanese handcrafting Tekken compared to Protus or Tekkens. Hmm. It really starts fracturing very low. I see. Eh, I see. I think. Yeah. It looks a bit odd. Know why it looks a bit odd? What's up? There should be more droplets and mass and splashing out on the sidewall of the cup. Hmm. Maybe. Yeah, I think that might be it too. Hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay. No. Again, I've used white. Why am I doing this to myself? Like, sure, maybe it would work, but like, it's not. Brain, come on, think, wake up. What you doing? Okay. I guess on top of that, I'm going to just make some droplets. Is that better? Well, it is. It actually looks a lot. Yeah. For some reason, her face still seems to be very pale. Yeah, it looks slightly better now. Hmm. I guess I'm going to use this and or maybe. Damn. Like, damn. I can get it. There you go. Nah, you know, I don't know. Whatever, what gives. Uh, and we wanted to make some backgrounds in addition to her. And we're going to do it, even though it took us already 2 hours, give or take. Hmm. Okay. Do we add something to it? Like something more? Do we add something else to it? Like I was thinking about adding like something else. Uh, yeah. That works for some reason. It's not something I wanted to like for example, I'm talking here about like Tuna's style thing, you know? So like bunch of like just items but not like full background, you know what I'm saying? So just like some kind of you know, equalizer for it all. I guess that also works, at least to like do something. And the question is which one looks better. What if not blue? Then this. And like, you know, on the other side, it kind of looks empty because like I wanted to also add like something standing next to her where there will be the top of the platter. I mean other color. What other color though? Because like sure we can change the color of it. Wait, actually. Like yellow? Like this? That's more green. Don't know. That's more orangey. That's a more like pale tea like, you know what I mean? There's going to be too much brown. Oh? Hmm. Maybe a bit lighter. Like this? Or even more lighter? Like this? Feels like that shape is dominating the picture. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I've hit it, but then I'm like lacking something in the background, you know what I mean? Well, we can do it like that. Let's strike a deal. We're going to finish it tomorrow. Where I'm just going to add something else to the background. How about that? Hmm? So no shapes, just some like item. So there's going to be like a over here exactly. I want to have like a table, like a like a table, I guess. That is going to be like have the like you know the thing from the silver platter, maybe, or like you know just something else, maybe tripped around. How about that? Hey, then we're going to have something that I wanted to do, and there will be you know no issues. Where? Like here. Like here. I want to have over here like a table that's going to be have like a platter here. Something like that. And then like this is going to be our negative space that we need. But this is going to like balance things out. Hmm. Okay. So yeah, like, you know, on the left side we're going to add the table, and we'll see, maybe on the right side we can add a chair, don't know. But like, I want to add something like very simple, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Alrighty, so I guess folks, tomorrow we are going to just finish this illustration. Let's for now treat it as not finished. Maybe you can even fade the table to the white. Yeah, that's, you know, that's what I was thinking about too. Like just fading it to the white or something. Like what I've done with the, you know, with the thing. Like in here. That might work real well. Yeah. Alrighty then, folks. Then I hope to see you all in the next one tomorrow. Of course, thank you every single one of you who was partaking from the chats on both YouTube and Twitch. Meanwhile, as always, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one.